Hey guys, Lord here, back in with another action figure review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Evolution Target exclusive. You're not going to get an OGsm in this one because I've got this guy on clearance. Either way, from the buzzworthy Bumblebee collection, which just sounds pretty freaking stupid when you say it out loud, we have Towline from Robots in Disguise. He's a deluxe class based on the scrap hook body. It is brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro. Not to be confused with the fine folks over at Hanna-Barbera, because, yeah, he's got Mystery Machine colors thrown up all over him. That said, I would like to report that I am not sick anymore. At least, I'm 99.98% not sick anymore. There might be a small percentage of the crud holding on, but I knocked that sucker out in about a week's time. So, yeah, thank goodness, too, because I do YouTube toy reviews, and the last thing I want to do is sound like Squidward testicles. But at any rate, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at all good old Towline has to offer in terms of accessories, starting off with the hook, obviously, which still can't integrate into robot mode very well for crap, so, you know, it is what it is. We also get the two engine block guns, as well as the two exhaust pipes, or smokestacks, which you can combine to turn into a pincer claw, which is probably what I'll do for this guy, at least for the final thoughts photo. There you go. Something like that. And then we get the tire shield, littered with spikes, because this character totally looks like he's an edgelord like that. I'm kidding, of course. No, he doesn't. He looks like 70s puked on a Mad Max car. But at any rate, he's got a different head from Scrap Hook. It might be the same head as Jalopy, but don't quote me on that. Maybe Jalopy's is different. But at any rate, other than that, it is the same figure as Towline and as Lockdown and as Axle Grease, who I will not be able to review for you guys because she is like $100 for some stupid reason. Was she exclusive? I don't think so, but she's expensive, I guess. She was like a $20 to $25 figure when she came out, but, you know, Transformers Collect is a weird. But as far as articulation on this guy goes, his head will rotate, his shoulders can go out, back down, rotate forward and back. I will say, his pegs are probably the loosest of the figures I have that use this mold. That even includes Lockdown, who was not the tightest. So I don't know what's up with that. He does have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, which, yes, is pretty loose on mine, and yes, does pop off when I'm trying to transform him, and yes, almost gives me an aneurysm. He does have wrist twist. He's got the smoothest wrist twist out of all the figures I have in this mold, too. So again, I'm not sure what that's about. Waist will rotate. Hips will kick out. Hips are pretty loose. Like, I'm surprised these are as loose as they are, but it is what it is, unfortunately. They'll kick back and forth. It's got a swivel at the knee. Knees aren't too bad as far as popping out goes. The knee hinge is also pretty stiff on both sides, so not too bad there. He does have the ankle tilt and hinge back and forth. That's funny. Puts it at an angle if you push the foot all the way forward. But that is Towline in a nutshell. He is pretty cool, but I think I prefer Scrap Hook just because the colors are freaking whack. Like, what is going on here? But gearing him up, we got the 2 engine block pieces there. The only reason I move the feet forward is so you can stand them up straight. Not have to worry about those getting in the way. I mean, you probably don't, but you know, better to be safe than sorry. And his arm almost popped out. That was cool. Kidding, it sucks. Popping that shield on. And his arm popped off. It popped off anyway. Son of a monkey. Yeah, that one's particularly loose. What about... The arms are particularly loose compared to the legs. I don't know what's up with that. Probably just reuse. Mold degradation. Still not nearly as bad as that Wreckin' Rule Springer from the other day. Oh boy. Give him his little arm clamp here. He needs something. And then to be a bit of a reference to the OG Towline, I've seen people put the actual like tow hitch on the back like that. It's off center because of course it is, and that does kind of drive my OCD nuts, but it is what it is, unfortunately. You know what? I haven't wasted enough of your time. Let me do this. That was literally it. So, standing him up there. He looks cool. I mean, if you're into this kind of crazy hodgepodge of Technicolor, then you're gonna like this. If not, you probably didn't buy this. I got it because he was like $5 and I wanted a toy. So, you know, when your inner 5-year-old comes on, you just kind of listen to it, even if it isn't a good idea. So, bringing in our 2 regulars, we have the Mythical Legends, Brother Manipulith, right there, and the infamous 11 Spawn, who, as usual, towers over everyone. So, with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and aside from the hips being a bit too loose on my particular figure, so much so that they're starting to kill my buzz, I would say that if you wanted a figure of good old Towline here, then by all means, I would recommend you pick it up. It's on a good base body. Maybe the hip thing is limited to my figure. Don't know. Maybe some adhesive would fix that. Don't know. But at any rate, I liked Scraphook, I liked Jalopy, I liked Lockdown, and I don't remember them having that issue. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Other than that, it's a post-apocalyptic looking tow truck painted like the Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo. What more could you possibly ask for? Especially for less than $10 clearance. So with that being said, before we wrap this sucker up, why don't we get good old Towline transformed and take a closer look at his vehicle mode. And as promised, here we have good old Towline in his post-apocalyptic tow truck mode. Because, well, that's the mold the fine folks over at Hasbro decided to use, isn't it? That said, Creeper better watch out, because the Mystery Machine ain't taking his BS, is it? Yeah, it's been made pretty obvious that this has Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine colors all over it, which, not for nothing, anyone opposed to a Transformers Scooby-Doo crossover? Like a Mystery Machine that turns into some kind of Autobot? I think that'd be kind of cool. Wishful thinking, I guess. But, at any rate, it's a lot like, forgot his name for a second, Scraphook in the sense that, yeah, he's got the same wheel and hook assembly on the back. The one thing I did differently on him, though, is I put the pipes up like smokestacks instead, which I probably should have done in the scrap hook video, but hey, I was sick, sue me. That said, you can of course roll this guy back and forth, whee, whee, and you know, if you wanted to strip him down a bit to make him a little bit closer to his R.I.D counterpart, you can just take the pipes off the side here, and then this wheel can come off the back like so. Although I will say, it does help hold the crane, or the hook in place, because without it, it is kind of loose. At least on that side. Let me try the other side. Turn the hook, maybe. Turn the hook, and let's see if that works. Alright. I guess we gotta just pull it out. That's what she said. Oh, it's loose on both sides, so my efforts were for nothing. Guess it wouldn't be the first time. But there you go. There is a more stripped down Towline if you prefer a more traditional look for him. I guess if you could get this back into one of the hands, maybe it'd be a little tighter, but I don't think that'll fit. But there you go. There he is. I will say, I think they could have at least retooled the feet to not have the cow catcher on the front, because like I said, the creeper better watch out. This thing ain't taking no crap. Other than that, I would have maybe retooled the sides here. I mean, the legs do come off in general, so they could have just smoothed this out. They could have smoothed this out, could have smoothed this out, and then just changed the feet out entirely. But they didn't do that for animated Wreck-Gar. Why would they do it for a character that wasn't on anyone's bingo card? I mean, really, was anyone like, you know who I want? R.I.D. Towline. I don't think anyone wanted this, but the people who did are glad it exists, because it's probably all they're going to get for the next 20 years or so. I just had another thought occur to me, but I lost it. And like that, I lost it. So that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. And until next time, catch you guys later.